Okay. Apparently had an AMD driver fail. It's D&D. That's right, Venom. That's right. You've just arrived right after a driver fail. My whole screen went black, and I could see nothing. I could still hear everybody talking. No big deal. But, yeah, here we are. And I'm not going to report the bug because it asked me a bunch of questions. You would think if it has, like, a detective service on my computer already, it would know what happened. But it don't. Discord died, apparently, as well, so I'm not in Discord anymore. We'll get back online here shortly. And there's some idiot outside blasting gas all over the frickin' entrance here. Worst types of humans. Loud as hell. It's fine though, because the DM was gone for like 30 minutes. Blasting gas. Yeah, yeah. Like those stupid loud ass cars. Well, I know a lot of people like them. And people around the south here buy diesels all the time. Simply because they're loud as hell. And they love driving them around. But this was one of those speedy ass cars that are just loud as hell for no reason. And they drive them around late at night. It's really, really frustrating. I mean, it's better than them driving around early in the morning when I'm trying to sleep, but... So... No, not the good kind of gas. Not the good kind. And in the nearest, like, 20-mile radius, the only person doing that is me, so... No, I thought you guys could hear it, because it was so loud. Blurping that weird muffler sound. Alright, let me try and get back into the,
I was asking about if I have information on what the salt pillar was before it became the salt pillar.
Okay. Um, you're not able to find too much other than, I guess you could say folk tales from Gluth about a wizard's tower, and they all kind of share like similar details, which in cultures that don't tend to write down much and tend to say things off of fairy tales and such. They're always
they're still doing.
based on something that they encounter in real life in one way or another.
They're still driving around
So
with
there's
that loud
definitely
ass
something to it,
exhaust.
but you don't have any like
It's terrible.
historical documents or anything like that.
No
But
names either.
you are able to determine
And it's crazy,
that
because we're like
there
an
definitely
acre
was a wizard
off the
tower,
highway.
and it almost seemed like
Like, we
no
should
one
not
knew
be
who the
hearing that
wizard
garbage,
was,
but...
and some
Yeah.
even thought that some of the stories even already said
Gas
that he was a
cake?
demon lord or
The
something
hell?
along those lines. But it
You
seems more
smoking
like
that
he was just a
that hash
mysterious
now?
figure who was very,
Are
very
you kids
isolated,
doing
never showed
them
his face
dabs?
to anyone,
I swear.
and only ever
Back in
came
the
into
day,
town just to buy materials and then immediately
it was
leave.
just the grass
He wouldn't
blossoms
take requests from the
and
locals. Very rarely helped
a
people
good
out.
butane lighter.
Um,
You have all this propane torch and
and in terms of
burning cakes and
name, in just a second, I gotta find it in my notes.
snorting dabs, and it's terrible. The kids these days.
surprisingly,
Land to grow crops on.
The
Need to mill
name
some
that-
seeds.
the name seems
Don't
to be
say this
different in
online.
some of the stories, but there is one that
Don't say
appears
this in
most
public. I'm not
prominently,
saying don't
and
send
that
them
is
to me. Do
Gazaleth,
not say this in public.
Gazaleth.
which is a notably
Oh, man.
non-Merlian name.
No, I tried to grow some a long time ago, like, God, 15 years ago or so. And it failed miserably.
I'll actually ask Bjorn.
I've been
have you
told that
heard
we
of a
can grow
Gazaleth?
anywhere, but apparently it can't grow in sterilized, composted
Name rings a bell.
southern
Can't really say why, though.
state American soil.
Stories say it's the
Dirt.
wizard who owned the tower before
Clay.
it became the Salt Pillar.
It was not the wizard who owned the tower. It was the name
For
of the
science, that's right.
Oh, the name of the tower.
Smoking science. That's it.
Gazaleth?
tower. Gazaleth Tower.
A friend can't mail some vegetable seeds? I mean, probably not. Ask Monsanto. They would know.
Okay, and there's no name associated with the wizard, though.
If it's not a copyrighted
was-
seed, it can't be grown for
Always depicted
agricultural
as
purposes
a
or
dark,
whatever.
mysterious figure.
Don't they have like a trademark or something on all the seeds that can be
My
Grown
Chrome has
in
froze
America?
because Chrome fucking sucks.
And if
I
you
was
grow
wondering why
something
you
that
left.
isn't that and try to sell it, you're
didn't leave.
in deep, up to your eyeballs, and like
I'm saying in terms of roll
being
20.
sued and stuff.
I know. I opened up a new tab and now.
You had no idea? Yeah, that's a real thing.
How
Like, if
dare
you're-
you
if you're
open
an
up a new
actual
tab?
farmer,
Who do you
like-
think you are?
Agriculturally
Ever since the Chrome update,
producing
whatever they
crops.
did, it just absolutely broke it.
on a large scale,
How dare you, Tab?
you have to have like Monsanto certified
Opera
seeds.
now.
You have to.
I might have to switch.
A plant's a plant. That's
Yeah.
not true.
I freaking love Opera.
I mean,
Every time I
yes,
Switch.
100%. You're
Google
right.
Chrome.
Yes, a plant is a plant.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm just gonna dump Chrome.
but
Open up Opera.
Fuck Chrome.
if you're growing corn, it has to be Monsanto's corn that you're growing. If you're growing soybeans, it has to be Monsanto soybeans. It has to be. If you're not growing that, they can genetically look at your soybeans and say, this is not a bean from our seed. So, it's an illegal bean. And they can sue the hell out of you. They could take your farm, your land, your
I like to think that Garrosh is just sitting there
Your
over there by
barns.
the Loki, trying to like
machines,
go like,
all
oh,
of it.
was his name Bill